What's up everyone, welcome to episode number 12 of Cheesing with every unit to Grandmaster. And as you can see, we have already reached a beautiful rank in Grandmaster, rank 111. And we're only 30 MMR away from being top 100. I never thought we would reach that in this challenge, honestly. Now, we do have a couple of really hard units left. I still want to keep shaving off the hardest units as much as I can. This is going to be a tough task. We're almost 5k MMR. Let's begin. Alright, the first game today is against Starkiller, a 5.3k Zerg player. Okay, that's definitely not going to be easy no matter what. Oh, wait, guys. Okay, this is... I just had like 3 mind games flash through my head at the same time. So, first of all, you know, I try to think of what unit we should use. Then I realized that we still have the Battlecruiser available, which I think it might have been before the last TVZ we played. I was like, okay, the next Zerg I get, I'm gonna go for Battlecruiser because it's pretty good. And that's the game I ended up doing 1 million Widowmine drops, right? So now I'm playing against a Zerg, and I want to go for Battlecruisers. But we're playing against Starkiller, and I actually know Starkiller. He used to be a higher level competitor back in the day. Maybe like 6k OMR or so, at least that's how I knew him. But he is a massive cheeser himself. So if I'm gonna, you know, sit there trying to go for Battlecruisers, that is gonna be quite tough. Now that is not going to stop me. I'm just gonna try to adjust my build so I can still go for BCs. Wait, didn't I just put my camera hotkeys? Oh yeah, I guess either I didn't or I just pressed the wrong button somehow. So the normal idea is if you play against Zerg, you want to do Battlecruiser cheese. The best build you can do is command center first. You make sure you get a wall of up in the main ramp. Make a couple Hellions, couple Marines just to deny the Overlords. Then you make sure you get the natural gases very fast. 2 starports, fusion core, 2 Battlecruisers, and if they're not really prepared, it's just incredibly hard to hold. Because most of the time, Zergs will have, you know, the typical 1 spore and 1 queen per base, and then maybe like 3 queens roaming around. Now, I actually wonder how it has changed, because there were some changes to the queen and the spore, right? Like, what are you doing? The queens are now more expensive. Hatcheries are cheaper, so I guess that's gonna make them have a few less queens, maybe, right? Because you make more queens than hatcheries. But spore crawlers are stronger. So the 1 spore that is going to be there is going to do a lot of damage to my BC. And I think what it might come down to is if there are queens with transfusion in range and the spore crawler stays alive, then that is going to be incredibly strong. If there are no queens, the spore does have 100 less health, so that's going to die pretty early. As I predicted, this is not a normal opening from the Zerg player. There's already a couple Zerglings. Now, we have this low ground wall. I would say with... And I want to say this a little scaredly, like my prediction might not be correct, but I feel like I'm pretty sure this is going to be roaches. And the reason why I say this is if you play a cheesy opening like this, it's actually going to be... Huh. Well, I need to be strong here, guys. I think it's still going to be roaches. If you're a cheesy player and you see a wall off on the low ground like this, roaches are such an obvious choice, right? Now, he only has 100 gas mine and he was building link speed from the spawning pool. You can see it like, you know, wiggle a little bit. You would think that it's going to be a link flood. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trust my instincts here. But he still only has 100... Wait, did he stop making link speed or does he have it finished? I think he might be waiting for me to lift my my barracks to go onto the factory. Looks like he is actually going to be chilling just for now. I still don't trust him entirely, but for now, I think he's actually just chilling. Maybe if I didn't know who he was, I wouldn't be so paranoid, but I know that he's a cheesy guy for sure. So I was 100% sure he was going to go for roaches pretty much, but it doesn't look like he's going to. Now, I can obviously still do it later on. There's an Overlord over there. I would love to be able to kill that Overlord. Can I kill it with the barracks, maybe? I also don't want to, like, if I show him that gas, my strategy becomes a little obvious. Okay, so the Overlord's actually flying away. Okay, that's all right then. And this Cyclone, hopefully, is going to finish inside of this. I think I should be able to lift these off now because he doesn't have vision anymore. Because that Overlord had to leave. Let's see, it does manage to land. And this is actually really good for us because... Now, my build looks a bit more like an actual build. Before, it just looked weird. Marines and Cyclones. Now, I'm actually making Hellions. So it looks more like a build that, you know, a normal person would actually do. Now, oh, dude, for a second I thought that even died. Oh my goodness. I'm going to finish this Hellion on the outside because I'm brave. Let's see. I'm so tempted to put down a scam. I really want to see what he's up to, you know. Yuzikar is not going to finish for a little while. We might be able to kill this. I'm actually not quite sure. Could have reached this point already, to be honest. See, I'm going to make a bunker here. That Overlord is all... Ooh, that actually got away. That's unfortunate. Would have been lovely to kill that little bit of scouting. Now, I don't think I'm really afraid of anything else than Ravager attack. So I'm going to sacrifice these Hellions. Try to kill as many drones as I can. If there's no attack on the way, then I guess it's going to be a little bit of a scouting mission. And then we're going to go for the double battlecruiser behind it. My economy has been pretty bad just because I'm really desperately trying to afford my BCs. Now, I don't see... Okay, so he does have a bunch of links. Let's be careful with these. Boom. It's a nice hit. Any free hits you can get is nice. Okay, so this kind of... Okay, no, he has the third base over here. I was going to say, this kind of looks like it's going to be two-base Muta. But he did have the base over there in the end. Oh, that was almost a really nice juke. See, I might be able to... I think I can kill all of these links, actually. Yeah, aliens are pretty good. And I'm gonna get Yamato as well. And I think I can kind of turn this into a mass battlecruiser type of game. That's a lot of gas. I'm not 100% convinced he has all the gases, though. It's easy to think if you see this, okay, this guy's on 6 gas. But for all we know, he's on 2. I don't think he's on 2, but he could be. I do think there's a chance he's aware of my battlecruiser strategy because of all the gases and how weird my build has been. I sadly do not have a scan to check for it, though. So I'm just going to have to drive these by. If he has a lot of Zerglings... Yeah, okay, he does have a lot of gas. I was going to say, if he has a lot of Zerglings, then that's not so bad for us because he spent a lot of money on Zerglings. Oh, look at this. Oh, those Lings are going to take an absolute beating. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, we killed a lot there. I think he does have a Spire, but we just kind of have to go for it, to be honest. The Spire is... Oh... Okay, this is going to be really interesting. Let me explain to you guys what's going to go on here, right? The Spire... Normally... Look how much damage that's ported, by the way. Normally you don't blink across or teleport across, whatever you want to call it, when the Spire is already finished. The reason for that is that the Spire units finish before your battlecruisers can get back out. So now these battlecruisers, depending on how much money he had, because he did spend a lot of money on Zerglings, these battlecruisers should be sentenced to death, and that's why I'm just trying to kill as much stuff as I possibly can. And he's trying to run away from the BCs. Here's a Corruptors indeed. I don't think there's a chance we can kill those Corruptors, so I'm just going to target down a couple drones. Maybe I can get this Queen, because he's not going to have that many Queens. Let's see. Okay, oh, that's a lot of Corruptors he has. Ooh, I need to get my turrets up ASAP. I think I have the possibility to. I'm still going to keep making battlecruisers. Now, I guess the biggest problem here is that Oh, take you over here. That I cannot really fly my third base to the location. Like, I know it looks like we did a lot of damage. Realistically, we didn't kill that many drones, though. We killed Queens. And we denied a lot of mining time. That's pretty much it. So we're going to get the double Yamato. He cannot fight against this. He's fighting in 2 turrets and repair. Okay, thank goodness for him that he flew away, because that would have been a pretty depressing trade for him. Now I have a couple Widow Mines over here. I think now we kill those couple Corruptors and we have these extra Widow Mines. We can definitely go ahead and take this base. Maybe I can burrow these Widow Mines over here. Cyclone can be looking around a little bit. I guess are those Zerglings actually still alive? I'm not quite sure. Like, I know we... Oh, they actually blocked that. I know we killed a bunch of Zerglings with those Hellions, but there were a couple more alive. I don't know if they died to random BC fire or what happened to those. Now, this game, I'm just going to be spamming BCs like a maniac, pretty much. If I want to do that, I will have to... I can just repair this, I think. Okay, that is probably going to die. I'm trying to get the best surface area possible. He is losing a lot of Corruptors. No. Oh, I think either I ran out of money... Or, I don't know, maybe I moved the BC a bit too much or something. It kind of looked like we barely would be able to survive there. In the end, it was still a pretty good trade, by the way. Like, he lost a lot of Corruptors for that, so that's really not bad at all. I'm gonna build a turret over here. Actually, I already have a turret there. I think I could get building armor or range. I think we're gonna go for building armor over here. Let's see, how much eco does he have? Not that much, looks like. Now, this is going to be a bit of a different game with the BCs. Normally, we harass a lot, but because my opponent rushed Corruptors so fast... I think now we can actually make use of some of the other units as well. Now, typically I would make Widow Mines here, but we already have kind of our planetary setup, right? Like, not really the 5cc setup, it's not quite ready yet, but it's coming online. I think I can make Blue Flame Hellions and just harass, you know, like crazy with those. That sounds like a pretty good idea. One thing you can do with BCs, of course, which I should be doing right now. I think this is the perfect moment to do it, actually. I shouldn't have done it before, because then my BCs or my base would be in trouble. But now I can just fly across, save the teleport, and then teleport back home if I have to. That way my BCs are completely safe. The risky part of this is if your opponent gets Neural Parasite, then you can get absolutely forked. So that is, you know, the risk of this. I'm going to move these Widow Mines. Really spread them a little bit like this. Actually, I want to have one here too. Just really cover like all the bases and stuff. Gonna get another starport up as well. I do need to get my armories going, because battlecruisers are really good with upgrades. They're not that good without upgrades. Now, either that was an accident, or he had some kind of vision that I didn't realize. Those corruptors really seem to move there with a purpose, so I want to guess that he might have had vision there somehow. Maybe I should go for a little bit of a recon mission, see what's actually going on there. I think it's definitely a good time for me to go for the double armory now. And building armor is going to finish. We can get high-sec auto-tracking for the range. Let's see. He still doesn't have this base. If you look at the minimap, what I've seen, it doesn't look like there's a lot of creep. It doesn't look like there's a lot of bases. But he probably has this base with... I want to guess the rich guys is not quite mining yet, because you actually have to mine... Wait. You cannot use mules on this either? I didn't actually know that. I was just about to say, this is probably really good for Terran. Wait, can I drop a mule and then mine from it? Probably not, right? It looks like they... Oh, you can? Oh, you can't drop it on it, but you can mine from it. So if you're very... Okay, so if you're a tryhard, you can actually make that good for Terran. That's a pretty good tip, actually. You're welcome. I just found that out on accident. That's cool. Now I have 85 SCVs. I could definitely use even more, I think. With battlecruisers, you're... Like, they're just so freaking expensive, man. You're rarely ever gonna max out. By the time that you max out, you can always give away your SCVs, right? For now, I just need to make more command centers. Get a couple of command centers over here as well. It's very tempting to just make planetaries, but you actually do need orbitals. Orbitals are fantastic. In the late game, one of the best things you can do as Terran is spam orbitals, because first of all, you get mules, which means you have a lot of money without needing that many SCVs. Second of all, you get a million scans, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I am really scared moving... Okay, for a second I thought there were the corruptors again on the minimap. Let's see what I can find over here. Just the corruptors. Those are already planetaries. I'm gonna fly away. He doesn't seem to have built anything. Okay, I was just gonna say, anything that is not... Wait, can I win this with a split? Barely not, I think. Oh my god, that is a brutally effective Hellbat over there. Barely not gonna win. That was a 0-0 Hellbat, by the way. Absolutely no upgrades on that bad boy. Now, I could make something like Ghost to complement this. But you guys know that I do like being a little bit ridiculous. So, doing stuff like only making battlecruisers is kind of a jam. Now, after I'm going to give away these Marines to Cyclones. Won't be needing their service anymore. Sorry to say. And then I think I'm going to get Drilling Claws right after. Let's see. There's no Infestors here. Yeah, he is playing a little caveman. That's the best way I can explain it. That is... Okay, I don't know if I amounted all of them correctly. That should have been 5 corruptors for 1 BC, which is obviously still a good trade. But the way he's playing is a little... Yeah, how would you even put this? Like, he doesn't really make the tech. Like, he could have had spellcasters long ago, but he's just staying very bare bones, very basic. Which doesn't always have to be that bad. I think he's mostly just trying to secure a really good economy here for himself, which is totally fine. Now, there's also the one thing where killing drones like this feels great, but he can also rebuild them very easily, so then I'm not quite sure if that's still smart. At some point, I might have to build some... I don't know. I was going to say build some planetaries and turrets across the map, but that is not going to be that easy to get up, I think. I guess I'll just go for this base. That is most likely going to be a lot of corruptors, exactly. He's losing so many zerglings here, by the way. Holy cow. Now, this is going to fall. Going to be able to kill this one corruptor pretty easily. I have a lot of Widow... He doesn't want to fight this, I think. Oh, he's going to lose so much to those Widow... Did you guys see the damage of those Widow Mines? That is absolutely disgusting. Now, I can do one little trick that I was considering, and that's teleporting on top of his base, so he might have to fly through the Widow Mines, but I didn't really want to risk it. Like, keep in mind, this guy is probably ultra rich, right? I don't think I want to, you know, risk him not having enough corruptors in the build-up. It's actually, now I think about it, it's good that I stopped my instinct there, because... Oh, I'm not even mining from this rich gas. Because I really was close to just right-clicking teleport on this base over here. Thinking about it, it would have been a pretty massive mistake, I think. There's going to be a planetary here, too. This really is turning into one of my classic 5cc setup, whatever Terran tech I'm playing with games, you know? Like, just getting a million planetaries up, trying to control the map with my stuff. Looks like we're about to split the map perfectly. Oh, okay, I think I'm going to have to go for this. Yeah. I have a couple of Widow Mines over here. I need to keep these Widow Mines from firing if I can. One of those hasn't fired yet. He actually cannot fight this. He didn't really rebuild corruptors in that. Huh. That's interesting. And very good for us as well. Like, I think that was a pretty fantastic trade there, of course. Gonna make more command centers, get a sensor tower up here as well. I feel like whenever I play like this, it just becomes like the ultimate guide to Terran Turtle, you know? Like planetaries, Widowmines, responding to your opponent's composition, just moving around when you have to, but not too much. Now, the Ultralisk, I know from experience, they are very scary. Ultralisks are probably the best unit that Zerg has against planetaries, and he does have pretty good upgrades on them as well. Like, planetaries don't kill Ultras. Neither do BCs, really, just with the Yamato. Now, this is really annoying for that one Ultralisk because he can't actually reach me. I think he might have given up. No, he's still here. Okay, look. Okay, this is a little sad. Oh, wait. Zerglings? Oh, no, that one barely wasn't safe. That could have been awesome, but sadly it wasn't. Let's see. I am at 90 SCVs. Pretty happy with that. There's a lot of corruptors over here. No, you don't want to do that, my friend. You really don't want to do that, I think. Oh, those Widowmines actually fired so freaking hard. And he's going to lose a lot of the corruptors. No, I think... No, I'll just kill this. I was going to say, I think I'm going to use this as an opportunity to attack this base in the bottom. Because I'm kind of expanding in that direction. But I might as well just kill this, I think. Probably makes a lot more sense to just kill this base that's really close by. And the spores, they really do hit freaking hard. I do have a couple of Yamatos left. I can actually kill those corruptors over here. Look at this. Bunch of corruptors going down, which is really, really nice. I guess I'll teleport over here. Let's see. I don't know how many... Okay, looks like most of them. I didn't know how many BCs actually had teleport off cooldown because I felt like I used it recently. Now, I was going to try to fight this, but there's Widowmines over here. I think he most likely just A-moved back to his base. Now, as you can see, BCs really don't kill Ultralisks that fast. It's because they're very heavily armored and I don't have such good upgrades yet. Probably use a couple more factories here as well. How many SCVs? There's 7 here that I can send somewhere else, or I think 8. I saw one of those was derping a little bit. Now, I have a bunch of orbitals. Command center count is starting to look pretty healthy. I'm not even sure if it matters if I saturate the bases right away or just the fact that I get the planetaries up there, you know? Because once I get the planetary, the position is going to be pretty safe anyway. And let's see what we're going up against. I still haven't seen literally a spellcaster. I'm not even talking about like mass infestors or anything like that. I don't think I've seen a spellcaster. Have you guys seen one? If you don't count the Queen, has this guy made a single spellcaster in his entire game? I'm actually not quite sure. And I mean, I know I like to use spellcasters, but I also can't really talk too much because I do like playing like a caveman myself. Like if I had, you know, the choice to just play mass ultra corruptor instead of having to try hard with the infestors and the vipers and stuff, I probably would because that sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. Now this base is almost back. He does have full upgrades on the ground now, it seems like. It's gonna be pretty hard for me to press forward here. I think what I'm gonna have to do is maybe just grab this base with one of the planetaries or 2 of the planetaries and then we'll see. I'm gonna start making a couple of turrets. It's also another annoying thing about the Ultralisks is not just that they kill the planetaries, but they kill the turrets as well. So if they kill the turrets, the corruptors are gonna have an easier time getting on top, which is gonna be obviously pretty annoying. Now I am considering, I think I should go for some nukes here, to be honest. It wasn't really in the plans at all, but now I'm here. You know, busy playing a fully fledged Omega Turtle game. I think going for some nukes sounds like a good idea. What about you guys? I'm sure you guys won't mind. I don't have any upgrades yet, by the way, for the bio. Like, literally 0-0, so that's something to keep in mind. And there's a lot of turrets over here. I think with the amount of turrets, we're gonna be just fine here, to be honest. I don't know how many Yamatos I have. I think that's like 6 turrets firing, isn't it? Yeah, that's so many turrets. Look at that. Those turrets are absolutely popping off. Now, since he's getting through here, I think I will abandon this base for now. It's kind of hard to tell how good that trade was, really. I'm going to be able to get this base on top of killing a lot of his corruptors, but those trades are always going to be impossible to call, I think, to be honest. I could probably move my Widowmines a little bit over here, make sure I kill this base pretty fast. Looks like the corruptor is moving back, so I'm going to make use of the momentary distraction to try and get this base up again. Now, those Widowmines are ready to fire. They somehow didn't fire a single shot. That's quite interesting. I guess the Ultralisks are just a little bit too fast. And if he doesn't... He could have units over here, but if he doesn't, then we're going to be completely fine. Let's see. If I can get the Widowmines on top of the Corruptors, that'd be... Look! Oh, look, guys! Oh, okay. That was almost... It was really good, but it was almost amazing. If it was amazing, I would have absolutely loved that. And I guess we're gonna get Cloak and we'll get 5 nukes up. I do need a couple barracks. I guess it looks like I'm out of money, but I'm not. I think that is not an understatement. We are not out of money here, guys. Don't you worry about a thing. I guess I'm gonna move these back a little bit, so it's gonna have a harder time breaking that position. And then my barracks, they need to be in a little bit of more shelter position, so I'm gonna build those over here. Need to make sure I stay on top of my upgrades. I guess I can give away those marines as well. Yeah, it looks like he was trying to block that base and then realized I already had it. I need to spread my widow mines a little better. Wait. Yeah, that looks like that's ultras, right? I think those others are all gonna die probably. Or at least it's gonna be pretty close. Let's see. Well, yeah, it was actually very close. So I'm gonna kill 2 of those ultralists, make sure the planetary survives, move my widow mines into a better position. He is getting on top of my battlecruisers, but he's fighting under turrets and widow mines. The widow mines are just so good, man. They really are absolutely amazing. Let's see, I think I can... No, I don't want to sacrifice my SCVs yet. This map has a lot of bases to mine, you know? It actually does. It doesn't... Like, normally I feel like I'm already kind of like... I am maxed out is not the right word, but maxed out on eco. Like, I've mined my side of the map and whatnot. But here, there's so much more to mine. I still have a lot of bases to deny as well. Let's see, how many BCs do I have? I have 8 BCs. I'm going to go up to 13. That's actually pretty good. So sometimes it's easy to just... stop making BCs because it feels like they're this undying unit that you don't have to rebuild, right? But yeah, it's easy to forget that you can lose those guys too. So I'm gonna go up to 4 ghosts, and I'm gonna have 4 nukes as well for the start because one of the ghost academies is researching Cloak still. I probably could use a little more defense over here actually. This looks like a relatively easily breakable position. Gonna move those widow mines back. This is probably well defended enough. Maybe I could use a couple more widow mines over here against the ultralisks. He's gonna try to kill those. My BC's just finished. Well, I do have max upgrades on those, yeah. Guess I don't really need the attack upgrades. Let's see. No infestors to be seen. That's gonna make this all a lot more comfortable. And now I believe it is time to go for our first quad nuke. Yeah, I think these have enough energy. Okay, so we're just gonna nuke a bunch of spots. And we're just gonna see how it goes. It's actually... I do think maybe if you don't make this many battlecruisers, if you instead, let's say, I don't know, you make 8 instead of going up to, at some point I probably had 20 or something. This is actually a very good turtle style, because the BCs, if you just scan ahead, they... Oh my god, he was moving the overseer back. That could have been so freaking painful. But the BCs are so good at harassment. If you just make sure to scan well and don't lose your BCs for free to like infestors or something, you can really control the map pretty well. This one's gonna hit home, and that one is also gonna hit home. Now, he did actually pull them away, or pull the drones away, so that is well done by him. Gonna hide this one over here. This one is gonna be hidden over there. This nuke... This ghost has 10 kills somehow. I don't even know how, but it does have 10 kills, so that's nice. Really just kill these workers over. Look at the... Oh my god, the ghost does so little damage because it has no upgrades. It actually looked a little sad even. Oh, lurkers, huh? Okay, that's an interesting choice. I didn't expect that lurkers would be the next choice of tech for him. He's still not going for... Wait, these ghosts are actually alive. I guess I can keep doing this then. I need to be careful here. Gonna go Yamatos. The widow mines are so close to all firing. He needs to be so careful there. Exactly. I'm gonna go up to 5 ghosts because I have 5 nukes on the way. This one is gonna hit home, and this one also hit home, I think. I'm just gonna keep nuking these. I mean, if he's not gonna do anything about it, then I might as well keep going. Now, I don't see his army, so it's possible that he actually went to go and kill them. And here he is back. Not quite sure yet what I should do. That's not what I want to do. Not quite sure what I want to do about the lurkers yet, to be honest. Now, these turrets are gonna pop off if he chases me. This is... Actually, I might as well nuke it again, because it's about to die anyway. Let's see, wait. What happened to this base? Didn't he have that? I thought, wasn't he rebuilding that with the spine earlier? When did I kill that? I don't even remember. This base is actually gonna die to just nukes. That's so cool. I freaking love launching nukes, man. I mean, you guys know, but it's just one of my absolute favorites. Now, I don't actually have that many Yamatos. Yeah, this is when the lurkers are gonna be a little devastating. I want to stick with my composition, because that is just my jam. Let's see, if I can just... Wait, why is that thing still not repaired? Repair the bad boy, please. If I get my Yamatos, then all of a sudden we're going to be completely fine. Or at least I think so, because I should be able... Let's see. Okay, Yamatos are off cooldown now. And then I'm just going to try and do this. There we go. think I killed like most of the lurkers just by doing that. I saved a bunch of my BCs, and I'm just going to be rebuilding my BCs. And now I'm going to go for another quad nuke here. That planetary is going to die. I could have repaired it. I don't think I really have to be honest. Okay, here we go. I'll just start dropping nukes everywhere again, because why the frick not? I'll even try to get in the back of his base. I feel like that's a good idea. Now this nuke, he might not realize that I'm not just nuking his eco. Oh, he moved that away just in time. Oh, that would have been so beautiful if I got that one off. This one still has potential though. This nuke is barely not gonna land, I think. It's so hard to follow. This nuke is gonna land. Probably not on that much. Actually, that's still 8 kills. That's 14 kills, including Hydras. And this base is also gonna die pretty soon. He's making more lurkers now. It's become a very interesting game. I really didn't think that lurkers would be a point of concern, to be honest. But somehow they have turned out to be. Let's see, I can do a good job repairing this. I'll just make a bunch of turrets in the back here. That's gonna help me, you know, be safe against those corruptors. The Widowmines, oh, how did they not fight? Wait, Widowmines killing lurkers? I just killed 3 lurkers with that. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna be able to snipe 3 of the lurkers. That's fantastic. Okay, and then fly back over the turrets. Probably gonna lose 1 BC, but that's all right. Like, keep in mind, our eco has been pretty fantastic all this time, right? So we don't really have to worry about... Like, his bases are all gone and stuff. Like, I'm not really too worried about, you know, running out of eco at some point. Now, I guess I probably want to drop a nuke over here. That base is going to die. Wait, why did he not kill this? Wait, it's actually going to hit the ultras a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. That's already quite nice. I'm just going to rebuild those nukes instantly. And I'm making more command centers over here just so I can take this top base at some point. That would be ideal. Guess I'll just keep nuking this, because why not? I have a couple of Yamatos. It looks like the Corruptors are a little bit out of position here. So I'm just going to try and kill... Oh, I don't actually have that many Yamatos on these. Let's see, I'm going to be able to kill those. Exactly. And then we fly back over all the turrets. He does actually kill that. Didn't think he was going to get that, to be honest, but he did. So that base is also going to die to the nukes. I am out of nukes. How many ghosts do I have? I have a couple over here. See, I'm going to move my Widowmines a little closer as well. Maybe I can just attack in here too. I feel like if he... Maybe he doesn't think that the lurkers did a good job. Even though they clearly did, because it was very hard for me to deal with. But they have been dying to the Yamatos. So I'm not quite sure if he realizes how good of a job they have been doing. I'm going to give away a bunch of my SCVs. I'm going to send these over here. And I'm going to nuke it right after. That base is now officially dead. Dude, he's running out of hatcheries. He's like 3 hatcheries left. I also have more BCs than I realized, which is pretty freaking awesome, by the way. Let's see. That base is not yet ready to die. No, can I save them? No, I can't. Okay, that's kind of funny. Let's see. He doesn't have that many lurkers, actually. I'm just going to send these SCVs in here. And then I'll get the Yamatos on the 3 remaining lurkers. Those are now going to die. This base is almost absolutely toast. I don't have a double nuke ready yet, sadly for me. That base is now dead. Dude, he's actually running out of hatcheries. He has his main base and he has this one. I think my next move is actually going to be to nuke from below here. I feel like that would be a really good idea. I do need something to clear creep there. Because I'm just going to try and target this hatchery down. Might as well kill those overseers while I'm at it, actually. There you go. Did I have more? I had Widowmine somewhere, right? Or is it just the ones on the top? Okay. I can do it. Wait, I can do a triple nuke. Can I hit that from here? Okay. That's actually pretty hype. I'm not sure if that's enough range, to be honest. I hope it is, but I'm not sure if it is. Let's see. Oh, are you sure? Okay, it looked like he was gonna come closer. Let's see. I'm actually curious. Yeah, it does die. Oh, that's fun. Dude, this guy has no money. I'm also pretty poor, by the way. I spent so much of my money nuking that I don't actually have that much left. Let's see. What does this guy have? Where's he going with this army? Okay, he's giving up on this base, I see. Probably a smart move, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really think I have to be dropping mules because, you know, I have enough minerals. It's mostly the gas that's a problem. Let me saturate this. Is there another base that I'm not mining the gas from? This could use one more worker. I'm going to lose those CCs, but that, once again, I do have enough minerals for, so I can just be rebuilding these. I do have a lot of energy. Okay, he's rebuilding that. I didn't actually realize. It's okay. You know, the thing is, I feel like if he rebuilds stuff, it also kind of gives me a target for my nukes, which in turn might make me more efficient. So I'm really not quite sure if I mind him, you know, getting more stuff up. Now let me just try and clear this stuff over here. I do have 3-3. Don't have 3 armor yet. Okay, need to be careful here. These ghosts are going to do pretty well anyway. Let me just Yamato all of the Ultralists and stuff. And then I'll just go down to the top. These are now gone. I can kill these with my ghost, and this base is gonna die for free. Exactly. Well, yeah, for free I wouldn't call it, but you guys know what I mean. It's a uThermal for free, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna make some more turrets a little closer over... Are these SCVs stuck? Or I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna make some more turrets closer over here. So I can siege this base with just the battlecruisers. I think that would be a good idea. This base is... Okay, there's still one more cube turret over here. I'm gonna make a couple more of turrets around the edge. I guess at this point I might as well drop some meals. It's not like I have, you know... You can never have too much money, I guess, right? Let's see, he's trying to retake this. He is trying to retake this. There's still no infestors. One thing that would be scary is if we would ever realize that our friend over here has a lot of gas saved up. Because if he does... Then he could suddenly still make those infestors, and we have to be really mindful of that. Yeah, I'm gonna move these over here. He did manage to kill those turrets, which is pretty annoying for me. I just need a couple turrets up. Like, that really is just all we need. If we get a couple turrets up there and the planetary, then we're gonna be completely fine. And he also hasn't retaken this base yet. I was gonna make a turret on top, but then I realized I probably want to take that base myself at some point, so I might as well not. Okay, so he's trying to come in here again with the links. I do have my... Ghost ready for this, so I don't think he can really do much against the ghost. It doesn't seem like I have snipe on rapid fire, so that's something to keep in mind. I guess I might as well pay his main base a visit at this point, right? Well, why would I not just go and pay his main base a visit? It makes a lot of sense. Now, does have that base. I'm gonna start my nukes again, even though I'm running out of money. This is not smart. It's just my craziness. I'm gonna nuke his army because... Why not? That's why not, if you guys are curious. Okay, here we go. I should be able to take down those Ultralists pretty fast. I'm gonna try... Wait. He's gonna have a really hard time keeping his overshares alive here. I didn't even think about that. Now, the Ultralists are gone. It's just Corruptors left, and we have done it after 31 minutes and 55 seconds. The efficiency was through the roof. 46k against 68k, and I think you guys can see why I was looking forward to doing Battlecruiser against Zerg. I didn't just start with the Battlecruiser cheese. I maintained an extremely high Battlecruiser supply throughout the entire game. This is 96 supply of Battlecruiser, I believe, and this was just very enjoyable. On the flip side, I don't think my opponent had that good of a time. Playing against this stuff can be extremely frustrating, and I do actually appreciate his approach of not using the spellcasters because it can make the game feel a bit more active, but I really think you want to go for the spellcasters. It's not just Neural Parasite. If these Corruptors get near the BCs and you fungal them once, they can't teleport out, and then the Battlecruiser is suddenly not that great anymore. Corruptors are usually going to be up in supply, or sorry, up in upgrades until you get 3-3 with the BCs, because it just takes a little while longer. But this was a fantastic game, and I'm going to leave this episode just at that. Whenever I play a really epic game like this, I just want to keep it in all its glory and not add filth to the episode by some lesser games. Most of my games are pretty awesome anyway, but that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.